And what we got on the chopping block today is Brody getting a drink of water. Tell him hi, Brody.
Hi. I got chocolate in my mouth.
Ha 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 ha. That's what she said. I quit. What we have in store, however you speak English, what we're about to watch, if you're going to watch past this shenanigans, is what I'm calling the Art of Light Handedness. You get an occasional someone who's what we refer to in the industry as ham-handed. They are white-knuckled and they are fisting that glider as deep and hard as it'll go, and the glider doesn't respond well to those type of inputs. So I was doing a demonstration flight for two guys who were both a bit ham-handed. Now they finally started doing better toward the end. They're coming back. Looking forward to it, John and Riley. This video's for you guys. And it's for everyone, for all of you. I hope you pick this up. I find the further I go into this sport, the more I notice. And these are some things that I've noticed that are consistent amongst new pilots. And I hope that you get something out of this. Maybe you're an experienced pilot and you'll get something out of this. But yeah, let's watch and learn. Well, hello there. I beat everybody to the field today. Got done with my errands, and I'm just going to fly around a little bit till they get here. They're going to set up. It's all day flying today. We looking good for it. I had this wing repaired. It was involved in an accident. I don't know. Let's see. We're going to pull her out here. Not that. I don't need that. Oh, we got a little southeast, something like that. I didn't have a bag. I opened this thing up from a box, and so I just threw it loose inside of the trailer. Yeah, I can't tell where it was repaired, at least looking up at it, because I flew it yesterday too. But since I'm going to put it away, I'm going to fly it before I put it away, just because it was in the floor. And I'm going to fly this little homemade Atom 80 rig I built. I'm calling it a McNitro Rossi 80. It's air conception frame for Nitro 200, McFly swing arms for Atom 80, and a Vita Atom 80. I'm going to go make a couple circles, just watch the wind for a few minutes, see what it's doing, see how I'm flying, feel the gusts. If you're comfortable with it, grab the stuff and have at it. Y'all know what to do at this point, right? Well, it's moving up and down. There was a gust a while ago. Again, you got to watch it for a few minutes. Watch the pattern. A full lull to a full cycle. Watch what happens. Because you may not like the strong part, right? You may not like the weak part, but that'll give you an idea what you're fitting to deal with. You pull it up and you're getting a stronger gust, you got to sit. You can't pull the brakes too much or it'll off you'll go. But just evaluate it. The windsock tells all. If it's standing out hard at any point, that's pretty strong. You may not want to get those singles. Maybe a different wing selection is the deal. Watch how I inflate this one though. When I pull it up, I'll wait for it to get a little stronger. Watch me sit, control the glider. Good. Now what's going to take place in this video is I'm going to do some laps around the field, and I've already talked to these guys about watching what I do, where I move, particularly my hands, and I'll talk you through some of that as we go through this video. But that's what this is mainly about, is a demonstration flight for these two guys, John and Riley. Hope you guys are doing all right. Let's see what the glide looks like on this thing, huh? Am I still recording? I still record. I forgot I was making a vlog here for a second. I just did a climb, checked out the guys that was pouring cement over here, seeing what cement they was pouring. I see conditions still light out of the south. I think I'm short though. I'm pretty sure I'm short. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a little. So if you're short, one big input, intercept the glide slope that I like. Now, did y'all catch that? Another common error that I see people make, especially when newer, is they realize they're low to the field, and what they'll try to do is limp it in at the same altitude and then come off the power. What you really want to do is climb and intercept the glide slope that you want, then come into the field. Instead of getting there low and having no time to adjust, you've got altitude and time. Come back at it. And now I'm higher, more stable. Get out of my seat. I'm waiting on it. Bit of left. Little bit of flare. Little bit more. Turn the wing into the wind. Kite. I'm just kiting. I can turn around. I can kite. Control into the wind. Make my turn. Good. Accelerate.
Turn around, kite. Joe, don't go over me. Don't go over me.
So if you're not noticing, look at where my hand is. When you come off the brake, if you'll look at the edge of the glider, the trailing edge, when I pull and when I let go, the edge cleans up, but look how close I am to this pulley. When I come off the brake, that left pulley, you've got to reach all the way around and touch the toggle. In this case, I'm holding right at the toggle, but I'm touching the pulley with my fingers. And that's important. It's so important. When you come off the brake, you really got to come off of it. If you just go up to the riser, you're not off the brake. So see, the glider tries to shoot, I pull, but when I let go, I go there, and that's off. And that way the glider doesn't tilt over to the right. And I'm just demonstrating these techniques for the students. They're watching, and they're what I call heavy-handed. Some people are. Some people just want to pull the whole time. Wrong.
Little moves. And watch me stall it. Stall it, stall it. Okay, it's stalled. Hands up. Little bit of left. That's all it took to level it. It's just a little bit of left.
On the topic of light-handedness, let's look at how I'll lay the wing down. Most people pull to stall and then they just hold the brakes all the way to their butt, the whole way to the ground. It causes the glider to slam into a pile. Now look at this. As soon as the glider starts its downward motion, I let off the brakes. I can see that it's tilted slightly to the left, so I add some left brake, which is screen right, and that levels it out. And you see how long and the duration and the depth that I pulled? But my hands are up. When it hits the ground, notice my hands are on the pulleys. And it hits the ground so easy. Let's watch it again in real time.
Stall it. Okay, it's stalled. Hands up. Little bit of left. That's all it took to level it. It's just a little bit of left.
So, pro tip, if your glider's going down asymmetrically, just a dab of brake on the high side, just enough to level it. If you hold it and pull it, it switches and now the high side is the low side. Give that some thought next time you're out there doing kiting practice.
One pump, off. That's all it takes, guys. Not
Panic mode?
whoever. I've seen you both do it. Yeah. Move little. Move little. All I heard was Beastie Boys. What's up? Let me turn this thing off.
Of course, that's where the video ended. There's something to be said about light-handedness, guys. We're just pulling strings and bending fabric. When it comes right down to it, I mean, going deep and heavy for a long time, it's fine if you're fully loaded. If you're flying and a glider has picked up your entire weight or your full power running across the ground at speed, you can hold brake and you got to be adding thrust into it for it to work. But if you're kiting in less than that, it's the art of the light touch, guys. The art of the light touch. You just pull some strings, bend the glider at the appropriate times in the appropriate amount. It looks easy if you're doing it right. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. I hope you make it look easy. If it doesn't look easy or doesn't feel easy, it's very likely you're doing it wrong and you're maybe not even catching the mistakes. I see so many people not even realizing what they're doing. I've seen people that fly for years, and they still pull the glider to the ground by burying the brakes and holding the brakes until the glider crashes down, which puts it down. I'm guilty of it. I did it for years until I actually took a deep study and figured out what and why I was doing it. When the glider starts to backslide, hands up. If it starts to tilt, a dab on the high side to level it. Comes down. That's your tips for the day. Hope you like the footage. Come back, check me out for more. I love y'all. Kyle out.